For this day, we will have a continuation sa ating topic last time, di ba? So, medyo, yung first time, no, first topic natin is antiderivatives, and then we have explained kung paano na-derive or paano, what is the concept behind integration, which is, ang integration pala is the inverse process of differentiation, and then differentiation is the inverse process of integration. Okay? So, for this day, same pa din yung gagawin natin, no? Rewrite, then integrate, then simplify. Okay? Ito yung ating first problem. Ayan siya. Rewriting before integrating. So, as you can see, medyo mahirap siya kasi polynomial yung niya sa itaas. Sa baba is square root of x. Okay? Pag ganyan, class, we cannot integrate that right away, no? So, sabi ko sa inyo, hindi lahat ng bagay na makaka-integrate ka kaagad. So, you need to rewrite before you integrate. Okay? So, focus tayo dito, di ba? This is equivalent to, lagay natin, that is equivalent to, no, integration. Ang gagawin po natin is to, ilalagay natin to sa itaas. Ito si square root of x, no? So, si square root of x is gagawin nating square root of negative 1/2, di ba? Because square root of x is magiging x raised to 1/2. Then, ilalagay natin sa itaas. So, magiging negative 1/2. Then, this one is magiging x plus 1. Copy lang natin. Then, dx. Ayan. Okay? So, take note, hindi pa rin natin siya kayang i-integrate kasi naka-separate siya. So, therefore, we will distribute sa loob yung ating x raised to negative 1/2. So, take note class, alam naman natin, no, I hope, alam natin sa integral, sa ating algebra, ayan, that if we have x raised to a multiplied by x raised to b, what is the result? Yes, a plus b or a times b? Ano yung result niya pag i-multiply? A plus b, yes. So, therefore, that is x raised to a plus b. So, yan din yung gagawin natin dito. So, take note po, merong raised to 1 yan. Diba? Hindi lang nakikita, kumbaga. So, therefore, here, this will become integration of x1, 1/2, no? That is negative 1/2 plus 1. And as we all know, hindi ko na lang isusulat negative 1/2 plus 1, that is equivalent to 1/2, diba? So, x raised to positive 1/2. Ito siya. How about this one? X negative 1/2 multiplied by 1 is copy lang natin, diba? X negative 1/2. Okay. So, therefore, yan po siya. Open and close parenthesis, then dx. Ayan. Next thing that we need to do is to separate. No? Pwede naman ding hindi na i-imagine mo lang, no? Na dapat separate siya pag differentiate. Pero sige lang, para mas okay. Hindi naman tayo nagmamadali. So, i-separate ko siya x 1/2 dx. Ayan So, then distribute ko lang din, ito din distribute. So, therefore, yan. Plus, integration of x, negative 1/2. Yung negative, malit masyado, no? Negative 1/2 dx. Ayan. Okay? So, therefore, we can integrate this individually. Okay? So, ang gagawin po natin na formula is power rule. Yes po, that is integration of x raised to n. Gamitin natin yung u, di ba? U, n, du. Yes, raise hand. Pakidictate. What is the formula for power rule? For integration? No? Parati natin sinusulat last time.
U raised to n plus 1 over n plus 1 plus c.
Okay, thank you for that. Ayan. Focus tayo dito sa first, di ba? We can conclude po that our u here is cx, di ba? Then reason po, what is our n here? Yes, that is 1/2. Okay, para mas mabilis, how about dito? Ang u natin is x. Reason po, what is our n here? Yes, that is negative 1/2. Okay. So let us proceed po. No? Alam na natin, no? Same naman din sila ng form nito. So therefore, we can just substitute na. Okay. This is equivalent to u natin, and dito tayo mag-focus sa x. Then, n natin is 1/2 plus 1. Now, if you calculate that one, that is 2/3. Diba? Tama ba? Okay. Then, that is divided by 2/3. Ayan. Then, proceed tayo plus, dito tayo mag-focus ulit. Ayan. So, next is u natin is x. And then, n natin is negative 1/2 plus 1. So, that is positive 1/2 divided by, ayan, 1/2 plus c. Ayan. Okay? So, this is not our final answer kasi hindi pa siya nakasimplify, di ba? So, take note again, no? Pabalik-balik tayo dito. So, elementary natin, 1 divided by 1/2 or 2/3. Ang ginagawa po natin is nagiging 1 multiplied by the inverse of this one, which is 3/2. So, therefore, ang gagawin lang po natin is i-inverse to. Diba? So, magiging 3/2 ng x raised to 2/3. Ayan. Then, plus, eto sa kabila, that is 2, then x raised to 1/2. Ayan. Plus c. Ayan. So, let us put a line to indicate that that is our final answer. Ayan. So, that is our solution for our example number 1. So, proceed po tayo. Ito po yung solution coming from the book. Ayan. 'Di ba? So, as you can see, no, ang ginawa niya pagkatapos is kinumbine niya. So, okay lang class, no? Hindi na natin yung gagawin, no? Okay na yan ang answer. Kasi ang ginawa niya is, nag-factor out pa siya, then inisan niya, kumaga, yung dalawa. So, pwede na yan. Pwede na itong ganito. No? Complicated na yan, ganyan. Okay, so proceed po tayo. Ayan. Before you begin the exercise set, be sure to realize that one of the most important steps in integration is rewriting the integrand. So, yan yung sabi ko kanina. Right? Because there are times na medyo mahirap pag hindi mo siya i-integrate. I-simplify. So, proceed tayo sa ating next example. But before that, no, ito lang sinabi niya, no? When integrating quotients, do not integrate the numerator and denominator. So, that is the common mistake. Baka kasi gawin ninyo, same kanina, gagawin mo is, i-integrate mo yung sa taas, i-integrate mo din yung sa baba separately. So, bawal po yan. No? So, take note of that. Bawal. So, therefore, you need to simplify muna. Okay? So, eto, proceed tayo sa ating next example. Ayan. So, that is rewriting before integrating, but we are dealing with trigonometric functions, diba? Trigonometry. So, as you can see here, wala tayong formula, diba? Ito yung nilagay ko na lang sa baba, no, yung mga formulas involving trigonometry, no? So, secant squared x, secant x tangent x, cosecant squared x, then eto. So, as you can see po, wala pong formula na ganito dito. So, therefore, we need to simplify this one before we can rewrite. Diba? We must know the relationship between sine, cosine, diba? Para ma-simplify natin siya. So, take note class, no? If we have a sine x, lagay na lang natin dito na. Sine x, and that is divided by cosine x. What is the result? Yes, class, raise hand. Ano nga ang trigonometric na identity na katumbas nito? Tan x, no? So, that is equivalent to tangent of x. And then, that what is the inverse of cosine x? No, I hope na meron kayong formulas nito. 'Di ba nagagamit natin to sa ating differential calculus. So therefore, magagamit din natin dito sa integral calculus. I hope that every time that you have our class, naka-ready yung mga formulas natin. Yes, raise hand. What is the inverse of 1 over cosine x? Is it secant x or cosecant x? Yes, that is secant x, diba? Yes, thank you. Secant x. Okay, so magagamit natin yung dalawa ha. First thing is eto, diba? Sin x over cosine squared x. Separate muna natin yung squared, diba? Kasi squared siya, cosine x. Gagawin natin is that is the integration of sin x. Then, multiply ko lang ng 1 ha, para to indicate na i-separate natin siya. And then, that is divided by cosine of x. Ano ba yan? Ayan. Cosine of x multiplied by cosine of x. Diba? So, we need to separate, no? Para ma-integrate natin siya. With this one, no? Ito separate natin, ito is separate natin. So, that is the integration of sin x over, ayan, cosine of x. Then, multiplied by, ito, 1 over cosine of x. You cannot solve this one if hindi mo po alam yung mga trigonometric identities natin. So, therefore, paki-search online or pakitingnan yung past topics natin sa differential calculus, which is yung ating trigonometric identities. So, eto po, what is sin x over cos x? That is tangent x, no? Magiging tangent x siya. Eto, 1 over cos x is secant x. May formula na ba siya? Yes po, eto. Pero sir, ang problema is baliktad. Okay lang pag baliktad, di ba? That is our product rule, kumbaga, di ba? Product rule ba tawag dyan? X multiplied by y is same lang sa y multiplied by x. Diba? So, therefore, same lang yan siya. Okay? So, huwag kalimutan si dx. Ang gagawin natin is to use this formula. Okay? So, ito yung magagamit natin. Check. Property of a product daw. Yes. Okay? So, that is equivalent to, ito po is magiging secant x. This will transform into this one. Di ba ang ginagawa natin sa integral calculus, same din sa differential, is goal natin maging ganito yung formula or yung ating function. Pag nakuha na natin yung ganitong form, you can use the formula na. So, na-obtain na natin siya, therefore we can use the formula. Which is, this is our final answer. Ayan. Secant x plus c. Okay, so screenshot po. Ayan. So, proceed tayo. Ito yung solution coming from the book. Ayan. So, same lang, no? Secant x plus c. Okay? So, kasi pangit pag ipapaskill ko din explain ka agad. Tayo dapat yung mag-solve, di ba? Okay. So, proceed po tayo. Ito, we have another 2 examples. Then, gagamitin natin is rewrite, integrate, then simplify. Okay? So, raise hand po. What is the form of this one if we rewrite natin? Yes po, ilagay sa itaas. So, ano yung form niya? 2, di ba? Then, ito is magiging, yes, same kanina. Kasi yan yung ginawa natin. That is x raised to negative 1 half. Ayan. Kasi, naka-root tayo. That is x 1 half. Then, ililipat mo sa itaas. That is negative 1 half. Okay? So, rewrite na natin siya. Next thing that we need to do is to apply our formula. Susulat po natin yung formula dito sa itaas. So, integration of un du, that is equivalent to un plus 1 divided by n plus 1. Ayan. Plus c. Ang x natin dito is, baliktad. Ang u natin is x. Diba? Then, raise hand po, what is our n here? Negative 1 half. Then, nawala siya. Next thing that we need to do is to substitute sa formula natin. So, u natin is x. So, lagyan natin ng x. May nakalimutan tayo ang constant. Diba? Ang constant is tinatabi lang natin. Ayan, constant. Then, proceed tayo ulit. Diba? Ayan, constant. Then, u natin is x. Then, n natin is negative 1 half plus 1. So, that is positive 1 half, obviously. Then, that is divided by, ayan. Then, n plus 1, which is also 1 half. Ayan. Diba? Okay? Then, simplify. So, we need to simplify this one. Ito, magiging reciprocal. So, therefore, 2, then ito, magiging reciprocal is another 2, then x raised to 1 half. Ayan. Diba? Plus c. So, huwag kalimutan si plus c, sir, kasi kulang tayo dito ng plus c. So, move lang natin siya, lagyan natin ng plus c. Ayan. This is equivalent to 4 raised x raised to 1 half plus c. And that is our final answer. Ayan. Yan ba? Rizan, if you have any questions, or for example, I am solving, do not hesitate to distract me. Distract talaga. Okay lang. No? Sir, bakit naging ganyan, etc. Okay? So, that is our final answer. Okay, how about this one? Letter B po tayo. So, as you can see po, we have a squared sa labas. Diba? So, before we can integrate is we need to expand. Yes po. Sir, asa nakuha ang 2? So, take note dito, diba? Ayan siya. Ito yung 2. At, diba? So, nilagay lang si 2. Yung another 2 dito is the reciprocal of 1 half. Diba? So, 2 divided by 1 half is equivalent to 2 multiplied by 2 over 1. So, ayan siya. Nagkaroon ng 2. Okay ba? So, proceed po tayo. Next thing that we need to do, eto, we cannot integrate this one agad-agad. So, expand po natin siya using our FOIL method. No? Ang FOIL method is first, ito ng FOIL. No? First, then outer, then inner, then last, diba? So, t squared plus 1, ayan. So, bale, dalawang ganito. I hope alam na ninyo to sa integral. Sa ating algebra, 'di ba? First, eto. First, outer, and then dito is inner, and then last. So, that is our operation. No? So, that is integration of t squared times t squared. That is t raised to 4. 'Di ba? Mag-add kasi sila. Then, outer tayo, t squared multiplied by 1, magiging plus t squared. Then, eto, another t squared. Ayan. Then, eto, multiplied by 1 is 1. Then, open and close parenthesis, dx. So, this is equivalent to the integration of t raised to 4 to plus 2t squared. Kasi eto, no, combine like terms, 'di ba? Plus 1. Ayan, dx. So, hindi na natin siya ihiwalay-hiwalay. Yes po. Then, make sure lang, no, pag may operation, yes, thank you. Ihiwalay lang natin yung answer. Okay? So, focus tayo dito, t raised to 4. 'Di ba? So, t raised to 4 natin ang ating u. Focus tayo dito. Ang u natin, class, is ct. Yan ang sinasabi ko minsan, no? Kasi different yung ating variable. Then, ang ating n, reason po, what is our n here? So, that is equivalent to 4. So, eto, same kanina, yung u natin is t, raise hand, what is our n here? So, lagyan natin 2. So, therefore, I think we can start na. Ito is 1, 'di ba? May formula naman din tayo na integration of a constant dx is equivalent to kx plus c. So, magkakaroon lang siyang x. So, magiging x lang siya. Okay. Proceed tayo Focus muna tayo dito. So, wala tayong constant dyan. So, sulat natin kaagad t. Then, n plus 1. So, 4 plus 1 is 5. Divided by n plus 1 which is also 5. Ayan. Plus, kasi may plus, no? Separate natin siya. Isulat natin si constant. Ayan, constant. 'Di ba? Copy lang pag si constant. Then t, yung ating u. Then n plus 1, so 2 plus 1 is 3. Then sa baba din po, that is 3. And then ito yung ating constant rule. If you have a constant which is 1, lalagyan mo lang ng x. Pangit naman pag 1x, 'di ba? So alisin mo na lang si 1, x na siya, then plus c. And therefore, we cannot simplify that one. Final answer na siya. Sir, what if sir yung answer ko is ito, nakaseparate 2/3 of t cubed. Same lang, 'di ba? Sabi ko last time. Okay? So therefore, that is your final answer. Yes, Obando, you have a question?
X po talaga yan, sir.
Okay. So that is common mistake, no? Pag ganyan, x yung nasulat mo, mali talaga. Okay? So therefore, dapat t siya lahat. Okay. Yes, thank you for that, no? Correction. So, that is our answer. Okay, so screenshot po. Sir, okay lang na 1 ang isulat instead of t. Mali po, no? So, di ba, kx. So, dapat 1t. Hindi pwede na 1 lang. Dapat may t talaga. Pwedeng t yung ilagay, pero hindi pwede na 1 lang. Kasi, mawawala si t. Diba? So, dapat may t talaga. Ayan, proceed po tayo sa ating next example. Ayan, proceed tayo. Letter C. Ayan, that is x cubed over 3, then x squared. Ay, sorry. What happened? Ayan. So, proceed tayo. Next thing, first thing pala na gagawin natin is to simplify, di ba? So, therefore, this will become, di ba, rewrite muna tayo. No? So, therefore, separate natin siya, separate, di ba? Yan yung ginagawa natin always. So, this is x cubed divided by x squared plus 3 divided by x squared. Diba? So, separate natin silang dalawa. Because we cannot integrate if we have a denominator. Diba? So, ayan, just separate. So, eto po, ang gagawin natin is cancel out, cancel out. Eto lahat na cancel out. 1 na lang yung matitira, diba? Diba, alam natin yan? Yes, sir, alam namin yan. Diba, cancel out. So, or 3 minus 2 is 1. Ang remaining po natin sa itaas is si x na lang. Then eto, paano yan? 3x raised to 2. Ang gagawin natin is ilalagay siya sa itaas. So magiging plus 3x raised to negative 2. So as you can see, ayan po, no, pwede na natin siyang ma-integrate individually. Okay, so sulat natin si formula, no? Integration of u raised to n du is equivalent po ng ating u n plus 1 divided by n plus 1. Yan talaga yung formula na mostly nating magagamit. So, eto pag x, di ba? 1 yung ating exponent. So, raise hand po. U natin dito is x. Then, yung ating n dito is, yes po, that is equivalent to 1. How about dito? U natin is x. How about our n? Raise hand, anyone? Negative 2. Proceed na po tayo in using the formula. Kasi naka-format na siyang ganito, no? So, this is equivalent to x n plus 1. N natin is 1, so squared. Divided by n plus 1, which is 2. Ayan. And then, proceed tayo dito. Plus, kasi plus yung kaniyang operation, di ba? Then, copy natin si 3 kasi may constant. So, ang ginagawa kay constant is kinakopy lang. Then, x negative 2 plus 1 is negative 1. That is, or this is equivalent to negative 1. No? Pangit. Dito natin, ayan, negative 1. Then, dito sa baba is the same, negative 1. Ayan. And then, huwag kalimutan si plus c. Next thing that we need to do is to simplify. Pwedeng ganyan, pwede ding i-separate mo. 1/2 x raised to 2. Diba? So, iklaro lang natin, dapat nasa gitna siya. Ayan. And then, that is plus, ito is negative 1, so therefore, para siyang 3 divided by negative 1, magiging negative. So, negative 3. Diba? Or calculator mo, 3 divided by negative 1 is negative 3. And then, Ayan, lagay natin negative 3. X raised to 1, negative 1. Again, class, sa final answer natin, ayaw kong makakita ng may negative na exponent. So, therefore, i-transfer mo talaga siya. So, ito is negative 1. Transfer natin sa baba para maging positive siya. X1 or X na lang siya. Okay? So, plus C tayo, 'di ba? Sa last part. Yan, move lang natin si 3 sa gitna. Let us mark this one as our final answer. Proceed po tayo. Ayan, this is our next example, letter D. So that is cube root of x. Cannot integrate that one. We need to rewrite it first, 'di ba? So pag i-write po natin diyan is to distribute dito. Ang gagawin ko muna is to transform this one, 'di ba? X raised to 1/3, 'di ba? Kasi cube root. 1 yung ating base dito, 1. Then ito is 3 magiging denominator. Then x, sorry, lagyan natin raised to 1 para ma-emphasize na may 1 siya. Then 4. At topic natin x raised to a, then that is multiplied by x raised to b, that is equivalent to x raised to a plus b. So therefore, dito, that is 1/3 plus 1, paki-calculator if hindi mo kayang i-plus no, on your own. So, pwede yan. That is integration of x raised to 4 over 3. Ayan. Then, eto, multiply mo lang, magiging negative 4 x raised to 1/3. Ayan. Then, close parenthesis. Ayan. Then, dx. And then, we will integrate it individually. Okay? So, sulat muna natin si formula. Power rule po tayo. Integration of u raised to n du is equivalent to un plus 1 divided by n plus 1. So, raise hand po, yes, ang u natin dito is x. How about its n? 4/3, yes. So, how about, ito is u is x, n natin is, raise hand ulit. Yes, pag alam mo na yung ating, salamat u tsaka n, you can proceed na sa ating formulas. Ito po tayo mag-focus. That is x raised to 4/3 plus 1. So, paki-calculator. So, that is 7 divided by 3. Diba? I hope that I'm correct, ha? Ay, sorry. What happened? Ayan. Lagyan natin 7 over 3. And then, sa baba, that is divided by also 7 over 3. Sir, saan galing si 7 over 3? That is 4/3 plus 1. Diba? Kasi n plus 1 tayo. Then, plus, dito sa kabila tayo. Ay, sorry, that is minus. Kasi minus dito. Copy natin si constant for x, 1/3 plus 1, paki-calculator, that is 4/3. I hope that I'm right, ha? Just correct me if I'm wrong. 4 over 3. Then, huwag kalimutan si plus c. Ayan. So, this is not our final answer for the reason that hindi pa siya nakasimplify. So, we need to reciprocal natin siya. Reciprocate, di ba? So, this is magiging 3 over 7. X raised to 7 over 3. Ayan. Ano ba yung 3 natin? Ayan. Okay? So, move ko lang siya slightly sa itaas. Ayan. So, eto, how about this one? Minus 4, then, dito ko na lang ilagay, ha? Ito lang na part. That is 4 multiplied by the reciprocal of this one, which is 3 over 4. Diba? So, therefore, cancel out. 3 na lang yung remaining. So, dito na part is 3 na lang siya. X raised to 4 over 3. Nasabayan ba? Raise hand, everyone. Nagets ba? Ito na part. Diba? 4 siya. Then, reciprocal nito, that is 3 over 4. Ma-cancel out siya. That is equivalent to 3. So, eto, rewrite lang po natin. Baba natin siya. Then, eto, i-delete ko. Rewrite natin siya. This is 4 over 3. Ayan. Then, move ko siya slightly sa itaas. Ayan, shallow. No? Para klaro ba na exponent talaga siya. Final answer. Okay, so we cannot simplify that one na. So what if, sir, yung answer ko is naka-roots-roots? Naka 3 over 7. Ito is cube root of x raised to 7. No? Then minus 3, then cube root. Pwedeng ganyan. Yes, you can answer na ganyan. Ay, sulat na lang natin, no? Pwede din na 3 over 7, then cube root of x raised to 7 minus 3, then cube root of x raised to 4 plus c. So, pwede din to na final answer. So, again, yes, I will accept. Pero okay lang din na ganito. Okay? So, screenshot natin so that we can proceed to our next example. Sharon, no? We have a lot of examples for this day. Okay, so proceed tayo, class. Ito yung mga solution. Ayan, ito yung solution natin coming from the book. But as you can see, medyo straightforward. Medyo mahirap yan intindihin, lalo na nagsisimula ka pa lang sa integral calculus. Kaya yung solution natin is taka step by step. Okay? So, proceed. Let's proceed to our next example. Ayan. Ayan siya. So, as you do in the exercise, note that you can check your answer to do an anti-differentiation. Ang ibig sabihin lang po niya, if you really want to check if tama yung sagot mo, yung answer mo, for example, kanina, no, may sagot tayo. Ayan, sagot. Kung gusto mo talaga malaman if tama siya, you will differentiate, no? Gagamitan mo ng differential calculus. If eto yung result, so tama ka. Pero time consuming, di ba? Grabe. I-reverse mo pa para i-checking lang. No? So, medyo time consuming. But, that is the method in order for you to know if tama ba talaga yung sagot mo. Babalik ka sa simula.